17 Rock and Review on the web and on our YouTube channel. I've got my very talented buddy, Steve Cook, bass player for Phil Vassar. You know, you're the Premier Guitar rig rundown guy now.
Just announced. Thank you for just announcing that.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You know, awesome stuff, man. I think, you know, you do such a great job, and you're so good with other musicians, and you're working with Seymour Duncan and Eden Amplifiers.
Correct.
And I really like the new Hofner bass that you use today.
Thank you so much.
Very, very nice.
Appreciate that.
So you always come in with me and we talk about cool new gear. And so we're checking out the IK Multimedia stuff, Steve. And I know you use this a lot of times on the bus and everything when you're touring.
Right.
We were talking about the iRing on the news. Let's sort of talk about that a little bit again before we get into the other pieces.
Okay. iRings are these fancy new controllers that are universal rings that fit like so.
Right.
And you download the IK Multimedia app, and you can put it on your iPad or your phone. And
it's free.
It is free. And of course, you can buy more instruments and buy more beats and things. But what this does is this uses the front-facing camera and controls the X and the Y axis on your phone or iPad.
Amazing.
And you can control effects with the right, you control beats with the left.
And even on how you pull your hand in and out.
In and out, circle them around, whatever, and there's a grid, and it just, I don't know how it knows, but it knows.
Well, you know, and you know there's going to be a lot more apps and everything also from IK Multimedia that use this kind of thing because, you know, then your hands aren't tied up.
Right. There are rumors of exercise apps. There are rumors of TV apps. So you might be able to, you know, sit at home and just change the channel.
Well, we were kidding Craig Edwards to where he could actually do the weather with these, right? To where there's a cold front. So besides that, you know, we were also checking out some other new pieces from IK Multimedia, and you actually have your phone here, you know, showing one of the new ones.
Okay, so let's talk Nashville for a second. So a lot of guys use charts either in the studio or on stage, or lyrics. You know, people need them, and you can clip this to a mic stand, and then all of a sudden your iPad with your lyrics is right there in front of you. No need for a music stand.
That's awesome.
You know, you can swipe, of course, on your iPad or your phone, and you've got everything right there.
You know, what I like about these new ones too, Steve, is that they're using like the springs. So, you know, just like it's very, and it's not hard on your phone.
It's secure.
Or iPad.
If I may move that, I mean, it's not going anywhere. And then I actually use this for GoPro cameras as well because of the springy clip on there.
That is so awesome. Multi-purpose. So they've got the one for the phone here, and then we also have like for the iPad Mini and iPad.
Correct.
And then we already checked out on here with the iRing, which is totally awesome. iVoice.
Now, for those of you that are looking to do some fun, I mean, you can do the karaoke, sing along, record your voice thing. Let's take it to the business side. Let's say you want to start a podcast. Let's say you want to start getting creative like that. Get one of these. Of course, you can record and splice within their software, so you can do a little editing as well in case you cough or mess up. And then you can launch your podcast, and you can do it anywhere like this. This is a mic. This is a universal sign for the microphone. By the way.
Got it.
And so you can podcast. Check or cut. But then of course a variety of colors. So if your child wants to do karaoke, you can do that as well, but you can get more professional and just get a white one or, you know, black one, and then
I think what's cool too, and as you know, Steve, a lot of times things have been taken from the outside world or performance world and then used for iPhone or iPad. This was actually designed to give a better microphone quality for those products.
Correct.
And what I thought was cool too, I don't know if we can see it, but it actually has a little plug in here so you can put in your earbuds or your headphones too.
Right, and monitor at the same time that you're recording.
Because maybe you're not hitting those Carrie Underwood notes, and you need to have those headphones on.
And who is?
Except for Carrie Underwood.
That's right.
So I think, you know, like you said, I mean, they come in the fun colors, and it's just a very cool thing. Like my daughter's always going around and singing into her mini iPad. And so I think it would maybe work a little better to actually have a microphone.
Well, and there's sort of, like you said, your daughter, you know, but there are professionals using it. So IK does a great job of sort of bridging the gap between the pro and sort of the consumer things. And making very useful products that may seem, I mean, they come in fun colors, of course, but they work. They work across
I think,
many
like
platforms.
you said, for the podcast, and you know, even for me when I've done doing radio interviews, you know, across the country, I could totally see using this, you know, and instead of, you know, being on my cell phone like this, and you know the quality is not what it wants to be.
With Phil, a lot of radio people come up on the bus. They use something like this, and it's awesome. and it's easy for liners too. Of course, you know, as somebody's in the back of the bus, hi, this is Brad Paisley, and I'm, you know, coming to you from K-Frog, and then they can email that. And so you can.
So you're going to have to use this also for your liners for Premier Guitar then.
Probably at some point. Thanks for shoving more work on me.
You know what? You're never bored though.
No, I'm never bored.
You're never bored. Well, you know, you can find the IK Multimedia stuff at a lot of the stores, and obviously online, and just great products. And I think especially the iRing, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
pretty
crazy technology.
Pretty
innovative. Yeah.
Well, speaking of all the fun things you're doing, let's talk about it a little bit. Now, where can people find you and find, you on tour with Phil Vassar?
Right. PhilVassar.com has all his tour dates.
Okay. What about you?
Shiny Bass, ShinyBass.
It's a very fun blog because I always enjoy reading it.
Thank you.
You know, with your tour anecdotes as you're flying around.
I get to see a lot of fun stuff.
Now, here's my question, Steve.
Yes.
As you were upgrading your website and everything else you're doing in your spare time, now with the Premier Guitar iRig stuff, to where he's actually going to go in and talk to these big musicians about their guitars, their pedals, their amps, and add some fun and add some Steve Cook to it. Where are they going to be able to find that stuff?
That's on PremierGuitar.com.
Okay.
And they have a YouTube channel, and there are literally hundreds and hundreds of videos there, and I will be adding to those as well.
And then also Seymour Duncan.
Yeah, doing a lot of work with Seymour, and that, I mean, it's the biggest pickup company in the world.
Yeah.
It's flattering, and it's an honor to be
Eden,
part of that. Eden Bass Amps, working with them as well, and working. I mean, I've been with them for 18 years now, and going strong. So.
And then you're starting the bait shop.
Yeah, I'm starting a bass shop right next to the Cracker Barrel on Old Hickory. Yeah.
It's like you got so many great things going, though.
And I should fish more.
Yeah, yes, you should.
Shiny Bass should be Shiny Bass.
I like that. I like the way we're going with this.
That's right.
Please, be sure and keep up with Steve, which I've always enjoyed his great articles in Premier Guitar, and talented bass player, touring, playing in the studio and everything else, and a friend that comes on and talks IK Multimedia. So thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Be sure and check out Steve Cook and check out the new IK Multimedia. Thanks for watching The Rockin' Review.